second. The Texas school board situation, the Texas education system is a perfect example.
Yep.
The establishment in Texas, the education establishment, Abbott and that crowd, didn't lift a finger. This was a collection of people on the education board who are grassroots, many of them tied to faith-based organizations that stood up and said, we're not going to allow this to happen. We're not going to have the history of Texas rewritten with an overlay of Islam and what Islam's done. Hey, let me cut to the chase. You want to see Islam in the history? Go look at the ancient civilization of Persia. Look at the ancient civilization of Egypt. Look at the ancient civilization of Syria and Mesopotamia, all of it. North Africa. North Africa, St. Augustine, I would say probably the top intellect of the church fathers from North Africa. Look at what North Africa is under Muslim cultural influence. It's destroyed every civilization it's touched. Some of the greatest civilizations in the world. It has brought no benefit to any civilization. None, zero, the null set. And don't tell me, oh, they had the greatest mathematicians. They inherited these mathematicians and people from societies that were already existing at the time, and they destroyed it. When they got run out of Spain in 1492, then Spain really started to flourish. Became a world empire with discovery of the New World Order. In history, you can't point to anywhere. And in Texas, knowing that as a fact, the establishment in Texas just sat on their asses and were prepared to have that happen. And Dr. Thayer's exactly right. Given the scale economies of the book publishing industry for textbooks, it would have spread to 19 or 20 other states to have the influence of how much Islam's done. Here's what Islam's done, nothing. And here's why it's got to be run out of the United States of America. No Sharia law. The Sharia law is a pestilence. It's a pestilence. In the Democratic Party, you look in Minneapolis. You saw the streets of Minneapolis? That's why we play Springsteen's song, To Rub Your Nose in It. You saw what happened? Do you think these people want to remove one of the 20 or 25 million illegal aliens that came to Biden? No. They now want to take you to court, and they're going to fight everything, habeas corpus, all of it. And, of course, now, because people are blinking, note to the White House political team, let me give you something very simple. The policies that led President Trump to have the greatest comeback in American political history, those policies led by immigration, focused around mass deportations, and also stopping the scam that the tech oligarchs that are all telling you guys in the White House, you're all going to have jobs when you get out. Those oligarchs that are keeping the scam of H-1B visas, both of those policies destroying the American working class on one side and young Americans coming into the STEM programs on the other, have to be stopped. When Bavino says there's 100 million illegal aliens in this country, given this guy gave his life, his 30 years professional life of being on the Border Patrol, so he knows the math, I would take his word as holy writ. You want to win the redistricting, and the redistricting fight is being led by the grassroots once again. And President Trump is firing up guys. Bill Lee, you're seeing everybody go, oh, yeah, now I understand it. Now the President Trump's giving me a phone call. The redistricting is one thing, but then you have to motivate with policy to make sure that we take it all the way to the end. Just magically, the redistricting is not going to do it. It gives you the template to hold the House, maybe even pick up a seat or two. But you have to inspire people. It is a time to not double down. It is a time to triple down. Triple down on the core MAGA policies that got us here. And you talk about the education, we ought to unsheath even more on the colleges, even more on all this money going to these high schools that are turning our best and brightest into fire-breathing Marxists. Short break.